Alright, yo, what's up everyone? So welcome back to a new video. So today I'm going to be reviewing and giving my thoughts on say it probably was my most anticipated movie for the rest of this year up until this point, Gladiator 2. So, so for background, I hadn't watched the first Gladiator until this year. In fact, after I saw the trailer to the second one, I saw the trailer and thought it looked so good that I have to go and watch the first one so I can go into the cinema and kind of understand it all and go in. I don't know. Just obviously, whenever there's a sequel coming out, you want to watch the original. So anyway, I then watched the original, loved the original, then watched the trailer again, and it just seemed even better than the first time watching the trailer. So yeah, as I said, I was really looking forward to this. Um, and you'll know by my tweet that, in my opinion, it fucking delivered. It was, I mean, like I saw it with my dad and my brother, and it was the first film my brother's ever watched in IMAX, and just the whole experience was so good. Like when we sat down, he was looking around at everything. It was really fun to then like walk out. As you can see, I've got the poster. They had posters at my cinema, and when we walked out, we all just grabbed one. Like all three of us got a poster, so that was really cool. And it's just nice that like with my love of cinema, the fact that my family now is starting to get into it all. But anyway, back to the film. Um, I thought, yeah, it was just incredible. Like in my Letterboxd review, I just put that Paul, Pedro, Joseph. I can't think of his name. Fred, I think the other twin, and Denzel, just all fucking delivered. Like, just everyone was so good. Paul played a perfect kind of just I don't know. Like you don't get him in films anymore, but you like he did kind of what Russell did in the first one. You're kind of stoic, doesn't really speak much, kind of just the gladiator, yeah. Like so, he was incredible. Denzel played a kind of tactical and smart villain, and no, I wouldn't say anti-hero. Like yeah, just villain. Like at the start, kind of you can tell something's off with this guy, and as the film goes on you start to see what his plans are and all that. So Denzel, and this is going to sound crazy, but this was my first ever Denzel Washington film. So now I need to go through and watch some of his other films because I know he's obviously incredibly I don't know, I can't even say gift, like talented. I don't know, he's just an incredible actor. So yeah, Denzel was great. I really liked Joseph Quinn in it. It was nice to see, like after Stranger Things. Obviously, I loved him in Stranger Things, but it's nice to see him now getting work. Obviously, he was in A Quiet Place. He's got Fantastic Four coming up. He was really good in it. And Pedro as well, a bit like Denzel. The first ever film I ever watched Pedro in, and he was really, his character was interesting. It was just like, he wasn't really the hero or the villain, but he just played his part really well. But I thought at the start of the film it had that like classic movie start with kind of all the credits and stuff, and you get to see everyone that kind of worked on the film. I thought that was a nice touch. It was kind of this like painting animated start of like how the first one ended. Um, there was good callbacks to the first one. Obviously, you had the Strength and Honor, um, and like there was like first mini kind of Colosseum that Maximus fights in the first one. Kind of go back to that one in this one. I thought that the animals, like he fights a monkey, there's sharks, there's a rhino in this. I thought that was like a way to kind of spice it up, which was interesting. Yeah. So I don't know. I loved it. It was one of my favorite experiences I've had in the cinema probably ever. Like it just and we had like it was I saw it on Saturday and I'm filming this on Monday, so as I've had some family stuff, so that's why I'm a bit late. But obviously it came out on Friday, but we had like a packed cinema. It was like 4:10 showing, and it just seeing like there was old couples, there was young couples, like all these people who have grown up with the original, watched the original, and now love it and excited for this one. Like just all these people coming together. It was just really good to see. And the cinema was like not even just for our show, and the cinema was packed. I assume there was loads of people to see like Paddington, Red One maybe, even though it's apparently shit. Yeah, because Wicked ain't out. But yeah, just it was really good kind of just experience. It was really cool cinema experience, and like I'll always hold that memory now. So yeah, I really, I mean, we've all said that we all want to see it again. So I can't wait for that to happen. I like any excuse to go to the cinema, I will go. Yeah, I don't know really what else to touch upon. The fight choreography was incredible. I mean, like obviously you can tell between 2000 and 2024, but yeah, the choreography was incredible. Had me on like hooked every time there was a fight on. The score, the music, I thought wasn't as much of a character kind of as the first one, but still strong. Same with the cinematography. I think the first one had a couple more kind of picturesque shots, if you know what I mean, whereas this one necessarily didn't. Not saying it wasn't visually pleasing, but I'm just saying, in my opinion. But yeah, apart from them two, that I wouldn't even consider negatives. I don't really have much else to say, to be honest. Just if you really like the first one, I don't see why you wouldn't like this one. I thought the story was strong. Because I definitely think for a sequel like this, you could very easily kind of go wrong, and almost kind of make the film for the sake of it. Whereas I feel like Ridley, also yeah, props to Ridley Scott, 87, and not let alone still making movies, but making incredible like epics like Gladiator. Um, what was I gonna say? Um, God, I actually can't remember what I was gonna say. That's really bad. Um, but yeah, just yeah, if you enjoy the first one, I don't see why you wouldn't like this one, and I'd highly recommend it. Definitely, if June didn't come out this year, I think this would take the cake for me. But obviously, June is my favourite film ever, so nothing will ever beat it for me, unless I like it more than June. But I don't see that happening now. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. We'll recommend it if you. Well, it's not even out in America, which I can't believe, which is like weird. So yeah, but if you've seen it, let me know what your thoughts were, or if you agree with my opinion. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.